Yo, 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 YouTube. It's that time of the month again. Time for the card show. So what is on my list this month? Well, some of the usuals. I'm looking for any quantities of Brady and Favre that I can pick up on a good deal. More rare Rodgers stuff. I like to pick up refractors, things like that. As far as other rookies and stuff, Ohtani stuff, if I can find anything at a deal last month, I was lucky to get some Topps Update batting rookies for about $1 a piece. I would definitely pick something like that up again. I want to look for some Erling Haaland again. Soccer is really hard to find around here, but I believe, and I'm glad I waited because I was going to pick some stuff up a couple shows ago, as you saw in a previous video. But I decided to wait because I thought prices were too high, and I knew he wasn't going to have much of an international game once the Premier League was done, and that's pretty much been the case. His stuff's been dropping, so I'm going to try to see if I can find something nice that way. Anything Mbappe that I feel like, especially shorter printed stuff, I really think France has a good shot at winning the World Cup. So, and the Euros are coming as well. Also, want to look for Weston McKennie. I would imagine his prices are up right now, being how that game from Team USA beating Mexico the other night, and he was so key. I really think he's going to be huge in the World Cup, and U.S. investors and stuff will want to pick up his card. So I do have some Weston McKennie rookies, so no harm, no foul if I don't pick something up, but maybe something a little more rare. I have his Donruss and his Optic, something color, a parallel or refractor, something like that would be cool. So that's it for the soccer side. On the football side, I've actually picked up quite a few rookies in the past few months just because I've been able to get some retail product waiting outside Meijer each Saturday, and I've picked up a bunch of Tua, a bunch of Hurts, some Herberts. I really like the Chronicles stuff, so maybe if I find something Chronicles that I like that I don't have, I'd pick that up. But and the Prism Black, I would love any of those guys in the Prism Black. So check for that. Baseball, I mentioned Ohtani. Don't really think I'm looking for anybody else in baseball right now. I think he's going to be the league MVP and be just something special for a long time. Kind of the Bo Jackson of this era. Not two different sports, but two different sides of the ball in baseball. It's extremely unusual. So he was out for a couple of years with Tommy John, and he's come back stronger than ever, hitting home runs, all kinds of stuff. So look for some of that. Maybe something Tatis, but his stuff is just up, and doesn't really go anywhere. I'm not really interested in Soto or Acuna, so I'll probably pass on those two guys for now. Again, unless I find something really inexpensive that I feel like I can take advantage of. That's it. Those are primarily what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for any UFC or F1, Formula One, or any of that stuff. I'm not really interested in that. And I think to some degree, those are a bit of a fad. I think a lot of buyers got in and got some of that stuff just because the market was so big on everything else. They figured, well, it's a new thing to get on the ground floor of, but not really interested in it. So, yeah. So let's go see what we can find. Good, you? Good. Did you guys have fun in there?
We didn't get in there yet.
Oh, shit. I suppose. All right, so here's us walking in to the show. Layout of the room is pretty much the same as it is every other month. So first table to the right here is the main wax dealer. He had quite a bit of stuff this time, more than last couple months. And the dealer on the left here, Scooter G. Look at all those beautiful Brady rookies. I would have been in on that. Snooze you lose, I guess. I got there about 10 minutes after the show started, so I felt like there was still, you know, some good opportunity to get to some dollar boxes and be the first one to pick through some stuff. So that's our main goal here. I'm going to start at Scooter G's. Sometimes I pick up some rare Favre stuff from him. And he did have a box pretty much of all Favre stuff, but didn't really have anything in there I needed, as you can see me thumb through it here. Just a lot of really common stuff. Prices weren't that great. Nothing rare, you know, like last time I found that Tiffany card and stuff like that you just don't really see. There wasn't really anything as I was flipping through that I had to have. Again, I didn't want to spend too much time here. There's 40, 50 tables here, and if there's no opportunity in this box, I have to move on and try to find something that I can make a deal and put something together on.
What, buddy? I've seen them go on anywhere 15 to 25.
So the first dealer that I went and spent some time with was this gentleman. He had some soccer, so I was flipping through that. And we had a pretty good conversation on just shows in the market and
I do.
This YouTube channel a little bit. So I'm just going to play some of that.
If I got one in my pocket.
Conversation.
You can just scan the QRC.
Cool.
It's called the dollar box.
Okay.
I'm sure you can figure it out why.
This is bad.
Thanks.
Oh, very cool. There's so much good content out there, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the investment thing and reading charts and all that, and I'm like, I didn't want to do that, you know, the top 5 cards and all that stuff. So I kind of focused on, well, if something's $10 today and I can buy it for $2, and I don't need it to go up, that's what I'm going to buy.
Right.
So I thought that would be content for some people that
I like stuff like that because
you know,
I don't like all the, like this guy did the moon and buy this guy.
Right,
buy,
right.
These are the 5 players you need. It's just like, no, like I just want to see people that collect and like go.
So I'll do like my mail day videos and I'll put on there, you know, what I paid for cards, and then sometimes, you know, you sell it again right away and you instantly make a profit. So I'll make a video following that up saying, yeah, see, the next day I sold it. And I didn't need the player to go up. I just needed to buy something at value. So it's just a different take on it. I mean, the other guys aren't doing it wrong either, but
No, there's no, like, the more content the better, no matter how you do it. I just think I think it's been a good shift that's kind of away from the
with the downturn in the market, that was kind of a positive, because I went through the same thing with cryptocurrency. I've been investing in that for a long time, followed a ton of content creators, and it was all, you know, oh, it's doubling. And it's like, well, yeah, anybody can, you know, but then, you know, the good content creators stuck around through all the downturns and, you know, talked about dollar cost averaging, you know, doing stuff like that. So I kind of saw cards sort of going the same direction. So I figured if someone likes my content, great. If they don't, you know, that's fine too. Plus, it's a nice video record for myself of what I'm doing. So
very cool.
Yeah. So having a good show so far?
Yeah, it's been a little slow to start.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I sat at one in Marshfield yesterday, and it was good. It was a little slower. You know, people not quite as
enthusiastic.
Like it's just more want to trade or sell and stuff, and I'm just like, that's fine. Like it was, the volume of people wasn't there, so like it was.
Sure.
You could tell, you know, they're out living life now. Like they're
right.
You know, like they.
And it's nice out. People are out going to parks and camping and
I think once it gets back into the fall, though, I think that's when everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's basically what I'm buying. Basically soccer and football, and that's it. A couple baseball things if I see a deal somewhere. Last month when I was here, I picked up 5 Ohtani Topps Update rookies, $1 a piece. I'm like, you know, how can you go wrong on that? So I'll buy it here and there, but I just don't think that's the strongest market to get into right now. But football's going to be huge.
Football, I kind of missed out, I think, on a lot of the football run-up. So I don't know. I do a lot of basketball, and but you know, like, so now I'm like, well, I kind of missed out on football, but like, can I get in on early basketball? And so I'm trying to figure that out.
You just have to kind of be in on the thing that nobody else is in on. You know, it sounds stupid, but it's kind of
like everyone was saying, you know, football will go down in the off season, and it never really did. And it's like, so now I'm thinking, like, even in the playoffs, I'm like, okay, so am I trying to buy basketball now for next year?
Right.
You know, like, am I buying like guys that didn't make the playoffs or guys that are that are going to super? Like, is that the move? I don't know. Like,
yeah. Well, and that's just it. No one does know. I mean, you kind of have to go with your gut and see how it does. I tend to buy a lot of bulk quantity of Hall of Famers and stuff. Right now I'm buying as much Brady stuff as I can find.
That's how I am too. I picked up 3 yesterday for a good deal from a guy.
Perfect.
My table, but Brady number stuff.
I mean, it's just a no-brainer, and I don't think long-term you're going to suffer any loss due to it. So, I've kind of stuck with that unless... I like some of the young quarterbacks. I mean, it's kind of... You kind of can't go wrong buying quarterbacks. It's about the only thing to really invest in football.
I bought a ton of Josh Allen last year.
Oh, that was a good move.
Then,
I didn't buy any. I should have.
I passed on an autograph the week or two before he blew up for $120.
Oh, dang.
And then it went up like 5x within a month. But I took a lot of that money and I threw it into Brady.
Oh, okay.
So, like, a lot of the money I made off of Josh Allen, I threw into Brady.
Yeah, Brady's done extremely well for me. Yeah. Well, winning the Super Bowl didn't hurt.
No.
You know, but...
I think when we look back at what he's done over the course of like, I think it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's hard to compare sports, but even if you look at the GOAT of all sports of all time, there's a good argument for him.
Yes.
7 championships, no one's ever done that.
Yeah.
So.
And he'll have a chance for another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of my plays right now, and then just kind of looking at stuff I can find on a deal and. I have a PC, of course, so, you know, stuff I can pick up for that, I'll try to get. But,
very cool.
Yeah. So, well, good luck.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
All right, you bet. Thank you. Now we're coming up on what was the best table of the day for me. This gentleman, his son had a table. He was a good salesman. He was really pushing cards and stuff and getting people to come to his table. But table next to him, I think his dad runs. He might own a shop or something like that, but he had these amazing, what were dollar boxes, then they were cut in half to 50-cent boxes, and then it was priced $5 for $2. And I found some pretty good stuff in there, dug a lot of it out, and then made it an even better deal on it. So a lot of top-loaded stuff, a lot of, you know, lower end. You see Mahomes stuff there. Got some nice refractors of Tatis and Acuna and Guerrero Jr. and a bunch of picked up a ton of Mahomes there. As you can see here, I bought all that Mahomes stuff. Some Brady, just some really nice stuff. Some Topps Chrome rookies, some Austin Meadows, some, let's see, who else did I buy? Pete Alonso, Topps Chrome rookies. I mean, just 50 cents for those. And then actually even less than that based on the deal that I got. So this table was a huge win.
I think so. I think pen pals are worth a lot.
When I went back to look at this video, I was at this table for about 40 minutes or so. 35, 40 minutes. A long time. So obviously I'm not going to show the whole thing in the video here. You can you know, get an idea for yourself just flipping through a few of these cards here to see what I was finding, and then I'll eventually just cut to the end here where I make a deal with him.
I think I got it for like. I like the Penny Hardaway jersey.
I have enough. I don't know if I need to be honest. I'm just, it's cool, but it's.
How much are you asking on the Luca?
Did you do 50 for all those?
What box were they from?
These top ones through there, those were all in the $4 box. These were all in the $1 box.
Excuse me? How much are you asking on the Luca?
900.
In total, it was about $70 worth of cards. I offered him 50, and he accepted it right away.
50's fine.
Okay. You got change, I hope?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Do you want to show my card to your video?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to show my card to your video?
Yeah, I'll be over there in a second.
It sucks that it's
Unless, that means there's only 10 of each. It says there's 10 players and 100 stickers. So
yeah, I know that's.
features are 10 of each. That's the question.
There you go.
What do you want for the Otani Chrome?
Bowman or Tops?
Tops.
Tops. It's their debut. It's like
The Otani update batting rookie caught my eye. Chrome while I was checking out, so I'll pick take that up that as too. well. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Are these all Kyler's?
Yeah, I believe so. You can take them off if you want.
All right, let's see what you got. It's good you got some soccer. You don't see a lot of that around here.
I have Mbappe at my house.
Do you? Yeah, it's a solid investment.
At least it was to start the day. hopefully it's in pretty good shape. But yeah, everything's a dollar.
We'll see what happens. Thank you. This table wasn't bad. He had a nice assortment of dollar boxes here, all top loaded, which I love. That adds value to me because I reuse the top loads for shipping. I found some home stuff. You know, again, I'm looking for my stars, some Brady stuff here. You know, nothing super special, but found a few things out of these boxes where I could try to make a deal with him. I like this dealer. He's been at every show since I've come. He's really nice. He actually does some soccer. So I was also looking for something just to kind of break the ice and, you know, see if I could make something work with him so that any future deals I wanted to do, hopefully we could work together well on. So sometimes breaking the ice is just a good move too. Pick up a couple things and let them know you're actually a buyer and what you're interested in, and you know, maybe something can come together in the future if it doesn't work out today. So again, for sake of time, I'm not going to show you my entire dig. I did dig through all, what is that, 10 rows there, 11 rows, 12 rows, something like that. But I did get a couple Jordan Love rookies out of this as well. Just being in Green Bay, and I really think Rodgers is going to skip out and Love's going to have a shot. I figured for $1 per rookie, I'd pick a couple more of those up.
You already made the Pro Bowl once. Oh. Really?
Good.
I did notice more and more dealers that have commonly been at this show are now adding dollar boxes to their tables instead of just the high-end cards, the singles, the case hits, that kind of thing. Trying to look for some more sales, some more buyers, and with the market being down a little bit, I think it's not as easy to make the money as just selling the higher dollar single cards. But if you can move a bunch of other stuff that you've got, lower end stuff, dollar box type stuff, you can turn some of that back into money and help keep your hobby growing that way. One thing I noticed was a ton of cheap Kyler Murray stuff. I mean, not rookies, but just a lot of second year stuff and that kind of thing. And it just didn't seem like Kyler Murray was popular at the show, if that's the right way to say it. I'm not buying Kyler Murray myself. I don't think he has any kind of a long-term potential. I don't think he's going to be winning Super Bowls or anything like that. So I've been passing on his stuff as well. It seems like the market is kind of saying the same thing. His rookies might do okay because of the year he was a rookie and he's flashy and stuff. I think you can make some money on those maybe, over the next couple of years of short term while he's exciting. But I don't think long term he has a great return potential. So as you can see, I'm starting to get a nice little pile of stuff going there. Toss things out as I see them that I want. And that's important because you have to buy not just the dollar end deals, but you also want to buy in some kind of quantity so that you can get a discounted price. I never intend to pay an actual dollar per card. My target would be, somewhere around 70 cents to 75 cents max. So I have to have enough cards to put together to be able to negotiate that price.
Taylor, what was the canvas collection? Bronze? The ones that were numbered?
Oh, yeah, one of those. Nice. That's what I'm thinking about.
Sold it at the Wisconsin Dells show.
How was that show? I didn't get
Really good.
Did you have a table or
no? I filled up a box like you walking around and I sold like 15 cards first. A couple trays. They have to make a couple trays. But the show was really good.
He did have a fair amount of soccer in there. I don't really do much with dollar box soccer stuff. I don't know the players enough, watch enough games, that kind of thing, to buy the bit players and or know
who's popular enough that I could flip. I saw some Harry Kane stuff in there. I can do okay with that, but I just kind of stay away from that. My soccer buying and selling is generally rookies and potential for future value type stuff, not deals in the dollar box. So I have a little bit different investment strategy for what I do with soccer than what I do with any of the other sports.
There is. It's cars, all kinds of stuff. Helmets, shoes, cards, vintage, modern, anything you could possibly consider in terms of cards and collectibles. What are you guys looking forward to? Yeah, you definitely need more than one day to make it work.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed because they have like utility autographs and stuff. They just announced like who they were having. That was their like, biggest names are like Central Fielder.
He did have a fair amount of Prism-based rookies in there. I probably should have bought most of those just on the whim of, well, hey, if some of these guys get some international exposure with, big Euro tournaments as well as the World Cup coming up and transfer season upon us. If they're at a small team, they end up going to a big team. There might be some potential increase in notoriety that way. I just didn't pick them up, unfortunately. Keep in mind when I do my soccer investing, I buy sets because I don't know all the players that well, and I want to make sure I cover all the base rookies in a set, just in case one of them takes off. So I do have pretty much all the base rookies that I'm flipping through here already. But as you can see, I had quite a few just base rookie Prism and Mosaic cards, at $1 a piece. I think I could have scored a decent deal on those. And, if one or two of them pops, there would have been some pretty easy money on that. So I'm just about done going through these boxes at this table, and I'm ready to make some kind of a deal, and then I'm going to see if he has something else I can make a play on that I'm looking for.
I got 17. Would you take 15?
Absolutely.
All right. Help you clean it out a little bit. You got a 5?
Might not have a 5, but we'll 5 1 so far.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be even more helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's the show going so far?
Not too bad. It's not as high energy as shows were for a couple months there. But
All right, now I'm going to try to make
everybody's
a
kind of in the
play
swing of
on
it now
something
and know how to work it.
Awesome. Well,
a little bit better on the
You're
table.
welcome. My pleasure. You too. Got any Weston McKinney stuff?
Yes, I have these 3, a rookie
Okay.
insert, a museum collection, and that patch auto.
Holy
Although
cow.
that's got some surface indentations on the back.
Okay.
So if you wanted to look at it, I can show it to you.
What do you want for the chrome?
I'd
Oh,
probably,
30.
I'd probably knock like $5 off there if you wanted it for 25, or if you wanted all 3 of them, a good discount. He played great against Mexico. Did you watch that game?
Yeah. I think he's going to make an impact in the World Cup too. So I have a little bit of his stuff, just nothing.
Yeah,
A chrome rookie would be
I
great.
always like the USA guys.
You know what? I'll do 25 on it.
Okay.
I'll give you your 5 ones back. Yeah, it's hard to find his stuff too.
I was really disappointed,
especially around here.
when I picked that up, but I didn't even.
Now this card was a pretty good buy. Comps
Oh, did you buy it
on
from
eBay are
somebody?
about $40. Well, it looks like a couple of the sales yesterday were
Weird.
$40.
Comps
I
has
think a
been
lot of
kinda
people see
slacking
some
in
new potential in
quality.
him. He dominated that
I was excited.
that Team USA game, and he's obviously
That's a
going to
nice
make the
looking
Team
card.
USA team for the World Cup.
Is it game worn?
And he could have a
too?
huge impact on it. So to get that card for
So a sticker,
almost half
not
price,
game worn,
and I think
and
it's
got some damage.
really on the rise, I was happy to make that deal.
Play it, so I'm sure it's player worn. Match worn material.
You did have this really nice McKinney
25. That's a
match
pretty
worn
nice card.
jersey auto card from
Oh, yeah.
Obsidian, number to 25, but had some damage
Got
on the back,
crimped in the pack
some
or something,
indentation
maybe?
on the back bottom.
Weird.
I didn't even see it.
It's a
It was also a sticker auto, which I really don't buy a lot of sticker auto stuff unless I get it really cheap. And I have a feeling he wouldn't have had a lot of room on that for price, other than the
nice,
fact
though.
that it had some damage on the
Hang
back.
on to that when he blows up.
So I
Okay,
kind of held
it's got a
off
little
on
bit of
that.
roller mark
I don't
on
think it
the
would have been
back.
a good investment with it not
Yeah,
being
very
mint.
awesome. Well, thank you so much.
All right, time for one last little deal here before I head back out the door. This table is right next to the Scooter G's when you walk in, and I've never really been able to
Good,
make
yeah.
a deal here. I've seen some stacks of stuff. You know, I like my dollar cards.
Brady stuff
But
primarily.
he did have a nice little stack of Brady, and I figured why not see if we can make a deal on it. A couple of these were the red foil parallels, that MVP and the winning ticket.
What do you want for the stack?
So I saw a little bit added value there. And I literally just sold one of those winning tickets for $5 this morning, or that morning of the card show anyway. So I figured, well, let's see if we can do some.
How many are there? How about 12?
About 17.
15.
Deal.
Got it. We can work with that. Take them off your hands and you don't have to look at them anymore.
Exactly. Got no problem with that. There you are, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
And that was it. Stay tuned for another video showing my pickups.